All right, welcome to Dynamo Dynamics, winning goals to digital dominance. I'm your host, Danny Perry, and with me as always is my guy, Kai. And Kai, I guess the last week has been the tale of two competitions. We had the US Open Cup and we had MLS. Differing results. First, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Glad to be back.
Yeah.
Glad to talk more football.
There you go. So what do you think? You saw the US Open Cup against Austin, and we had MLS against San Jose. Very different matches, very different teams on the pitch, very different results.
Yeah, I guess we can start with the Austin FC game. We were playing in Austin in the Cup game, where our lineup was a little bit changed. It's a Cup game. I'm just trying to figure things out, I guess. But we looked decently solid, but we gave up goals.
The goals came quick too.
Yeah.
So it was like right before halftime, you find yourself like, oh, we're down. We're down by a couple. But the team was heavily rotated, as you said. You had your backup. I'm not sure what our starting goalkeeper rotation is right now, but I think Bond has been the guy.
Yeah.
So you had more starting in this match, and just changes throughout the team. McGlynn, who's really is the talisman of this whole thing now, and it kind of showed in that first half.
Yeah.
But they got solid as soon as they made some substitutions, though, huh?
Yeah. As soon as you saw McGlynn come in after the half, had a shot right away, and very close to being a goal. The goalkeeper actually made a pretty good save there. But it's a Cup game. We ended up losing 3-1.
Too little, too late as far as the changes. You always want to compete in the competitions as far as you can go. But I think they're still sorting some things out in MLS as well.
Yeah. I think after our small little run where we jumped up in the table a little bit, we wanted to save some energy for the weekend, most likely. So,
but man, I don't know. I guess maybe I disagree with giving up on a competition that early. Man, and probably they didn't give up on it. They were beat by Austin. So it's a round of 16. We're out. And now we can concentrate on MLS, I guess, right? So how about MLS?
Yeah, well, we rolled into the weekend, played San Jose, and, I think our predictions were very high. I think I said 4-3 Dynamo. I think you said 3-2 Dynamo. And, San Jose
Close.
never fails. It was a 6-goal thriller.
It actually was. Our predictions were close, but I didn't... that match was a little bit... I don't want to say off to me, but it was more of a Dynamo type of game in the first 20 to 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
And we jumped out to our lead, before the halftime, 2 goals. Nice goals as well. And from Ponce and Andrade. And you want to hold on to that type of lead, right? You don't want
to... Two goals, and we gave them up quick, too. It just felt like...
Yeah, between the 66th and 72nd minute, we go from 2-0 up to 3-2 down.
Yeah.
So that's not what you want, right? That's not optimal.
And they beat us the same way every time. It was a cross into the box.
Header. Indeed. So we go down, and thankfully your guy Dorsey came and saved the day with the
91st minute
equalizer in the 91st, and then it was red cards galore, for both squads. So I don't know though, man. That was an interesting game. I guess if you were a neutral watching it, it would have been a lot of fun.
Really exciting.
Right.
But coming away with the draw felt nice after going down 3-2 but starting up 2-0. You expect to finish the game.
Yeah, looking like you're just going to dominate this thing. And
then going from 2-0 to 3-2, it's like, oh, shoot, we
have a problem.
Yeah.
Because
they opened the floodgates, and it felt like anytime they crossed the ball in the box, it was going to the back of the net.
Most definitely. So thankfully a draw. The unbeaten run continues in MLS. So that's 3, right?
Yeah.
Two wins and a draw. In the last 3 MLS matches, so that's a pretty good sign. We're still same spot in the table though. 10th.
Yeah, same spot. I saw. We played San Jose. They drew with us, and then Austin also drew. So still 2 points back from the playoff contention, but
getting there.
Yeah.
At least the momentum is in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely.
Good deal. Well, there was we know that you play to win trophies or cups or whatever you want to call it. So there was a cup that was announced or won last week, or between the last time we filmed the show.
I'll let you congratulate them.
Oh, there will be no congratulations. There's a winner of the Europa League. So it is the Tottenham Hotspurs, and I'll leave it to you, Kyle.
Yeah,
you seem to be more
I just know it's
on this.
unbiased. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess congratulations to them. They secured a Champions League spot with a very weird season for them. I think they finished in the Premier League 17th.
So one spot above relegation.
And this is the first time a Premier League team has not won 12 games and has not been relegated. So they won 11 games, finished bottom of the table, looked horrific all year, go into the European competition and not really dominate, but they played very well. So I don't know.
Spurs, though, how can you have the worst season really in the last decade or more, a lot more for them? They had their worst domestic season in forever, and still win a trophy.
And well, that was the talk before the game, because it was Man United was sitting 16th in the table, playing 17th. Tottenham in the Europa League final. It's like the winner of this game gets Champions League football, but the loser of this game has probably their worst season in years.
Everybody's fired.
Yeah, so it was, but I guess it'll be good to see them back in the Champions League. I don't know.
Well, they're there.
Yeah.
I'll say that we will see them in the Champions League next year. So congrats for whatever that means. But Tottenham won the Europa League. And we do have the big one, I guess, this weekend, though, which is
Champions League. Been thinking all 3 weeks off our past episodes about who I once picked to win. And I think I finally picked. I think I have a prediction. I'm going to go PSG with a 2-1.
2-1 PSG. That's bold. That's bold. Do you think this is the year for PSG to finally break through on all fronts? They made it to the final.
I could see it. I can really see both teams winning still. It's such a tough. This is probably the toughest prediction to make out of all the games, because both teams are. It seems like both teams.
They're kind of
are destined to win.
Exactly.
It's like PSG their first year, and I don't know how many years where they don't have a true big superstar name. It's
and they have maybe one of their highest quality teams, though. Without the big star, but they have a really great team, and they've been chasing this for a long time through multiple iterations of their squad, and I mean they're here. They have a real legit shot. Obviously they have a shot there in the game, but AC Milan just looks inevitable as well.
Or Inter Milan.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do as well.
They look like they're just as destined.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Man, my head and heart. I guess I don't really have a heart in this, but my head says that Inter Milan is going to win this thing 2-1.
2-1. All right, both 2-1. So,
but PSG, there's just something nagging right there. Like they're going to make you look bad.
Well, I mean, when I watched Inter play Bayern, it was like we would get a goal back, make it 1-1, and a minute later they would score. And so they're just so quick.
Yeah,
and that's hard to compete with, but I think PSG is kind of similar. They score fast, and I don't know. It'll be a really exciting game.
It's either going to be really exciting or it's going to be the ugliest game. Just that we've ever seen.
It may go 0-0 to the 89th minute, and then a late goal.
So 2-1 PSG.
Yeah,
2-1 Inter.
Yeah, well,
that's it. It's locked in.
Yeah.
We're there. You know what we didn't do? We didn't predict the upcoming Dynamo matches.
We have 2 games this week.
Correct.
And we're starting with New York City FC. Away. That's actually tonight. So New York City's pretty good. I think they're sitting 6th in the East. I'm going to go a 1-1 draw.
1-1.
I don't know what the weather is up in New York, but I feel like it's still a little bit colder. So,
well, it's almost summer. But it might still be colder. Well, you never know. You never know. We get our weather sensibilities are skewed down here.
Yeah,
it's like,
I mean, they're 1,000 miles away.
All right, so 1-1?
1-1 draw, yeah.
All right, I'm going to keep the unbeaten streak going. You're doing the same thing, I guess, as well. But I'm going to say we're going to win it 1-0. 1-0 Dynamo on the road.
And then we got Kansas coming to Houston this weekend. What do you think there?
2-1 Dynamo.
Yeah, I think Kansas, they're sitting pretty low on the table. I think I'm going to go 2-0 Dynamo.
2-0, yes. They are 13th in the on the table, 3 spots below us, so 2-0.
Yeah, points need to be
accumulated.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, there it is. So, again, it's another crucial stretch of the season.
Yeah.
They're playing better in MLS, so I think that's an excellent thing. And, just keep the form going and keep coming up the table and stay in the playoff spots.
Yeah. I mean, even if we sit in the 10th spot the whole season and we finish off,
Make a run.
We just have to stay close. We just have to keep at least winning a game here and there and then drawing to the clubs that are more dominant.
Indeed. But I think they may be finding themselves finally. So,
yeah, I think so too.
They're getting a little more solid in all areas of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think last episode, I'm not sure if we talked about Jack McGlynn getting called up to the U.S. men's national team.
Perfect.
But
Good.
He's really developing as a player, and his role, he just seems more confident every single game. His shots are, I think we've always talked, they're a foot off if they are.
But he's not afraid to take them, though.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's really cool about him. And the passing is just, I mean, he unlocks, multiple levels of the defense just through a single pass. And it's pretty spectacular. And from the corners and the set pieces, I mean, he's really, really good.
Yeah.
We talked about it during the over the break when they signed him. We didn't really know who he was at all. This 20-year-old.
Great signing, though.
Yeah, what a great signing.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. It just shows when he's off the pitch versus on, just the energy of the team. He's just a leader. Like almost instantly, he's come in and just done that. Just we were talking before, though. How long can you keep him now if he keeps playing at this level?
Yeah, I hope a while. I hope another 2 to 3 years, or we make a big profit off him and then find another young guy like him.
Yeah, that's easier said than done. But
definitely,
hopefully he sticks around. McGlynn has been just a revelation. It's been good to see. So as the team comes together, keep moving up the table and get into position for the playoffs. Let's go beat New York tonight and Kansas City on the weekend. But what do y'all think?
Yeah, let us know what y'all think. Give us y'all's Champions League prediction. Biggest probably football competition of this year. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on that game and score line, anything, and Dynamo predictions, anything. Let us know in the comments.
Indeed. Champions League. Where are you gonna watch?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, Washington Avenue. It'll be all the way live. All right, folks, that's it for this episode of Dynamo Dynamics, and we thank you for joining us. We'll see you again after the Champions League and this week's MLS game. So thanks for joining.